So, the question of the day. Do you need all the fancy ARs specifically and fancy rifles to be an effective marksman? I don't think so. Certainly the match grade triggers and all that do help, and I have ARs set up like that with the nice free floated barrel, nice 3.5 pound CMC trigger, tricked out stock and all that. But you can be just as effective with something like this. This is completely stock as far as a mil-spec gun would go, except for the grip. I had this Hexmag grip laying around, as I mentioned in the first video with this, where I spouted my opinions about how nobody really needs an assault rifle. Yeah, right. Talked in that video about how I absolutely hate the kind of mil-spec standard A2 grip. It puts my hand too close, and that stupid little nub that sticks out there, I can't stand that thing. So, that's about the only thing I've done to this. It's got just iron sights, standard plastic handguard with your heat shield, sling mount, and the deadliest feature of all on this rifle, bayonet lug. I don't know how this thing was even allowed to be manufactured with that bayonet lug on there, but somehow it was. So, I forgot my standard tripod at home, so I've got it on this bendy tripod thing here that you see. So I'm going to try to do this video to the best of my abilities, but we're going to set up the steel target, shoot a little bit up close, and then take it back to about 100 yards or so, as far back as we can get at this range, and just show you with standard iron sights, standard 5 to 6 pound trigger, just spongy mil-spec trigger, you can still make good work with something like this, and especially with something like this, even with the just the iron sights. Just a good old standard AK. This one does not have the ALG trigger, just got a G2, Tapco G2. It has been kind of tuned and fitted by Rifle Dynamics, but I mean, it's still a G2 trigger. It's not an ALG by any means. We'll do some work with this as well. And yes, it does have a red dot, but I'll probably take it off before we go back there if I've got the tool with me. But I know, even with just a standard iron sights, I can be very effective with this as well. So I'll step back here at about 25 yards, shoot a couple groups with each rifle, show you that just from standing. I'm not gonna brace it against anything, and then we'll head back that way, see what kind of work we can do against the steel target. And if you're curious, today is my birthday, so in honor of that, I brought out a little bit better of a cigar to have at the range here. This one is an Oliva, or Oliva, whatever you want to pronounce it, Series O. I usually bring more of a lower end, cheaper cigar with me to the range here, just because I may drop it, step on it, whatever. But I decided to bring it up just a notch today. Not the best cigar I got in my humidor, saving those for a really special occasion, but one of the better ones. Hey, we'll start off with the AK here. Did take the red dot off, so we'll see what kind of group we can get at about 25 yards. So these 5 shots here, standing, you know, still fist-sized group with iron sights on an AK on a 25-degree day. In my opinion, not terribly bad. Let's see what we can do with the AR. And just a disclaimer with this AR, I have not done anything to the sights. I just took this rear Daniel Defense sight off of my other 223 AR. I've not done anything to the front. But from that distance the other day, I was able to hit the steel, so I'm not sure exactly where it's landing at this distance. but should be close. Close enough for government work anyway. So 5 shots with the AR. Let's see where they hit. So I can see that I need to adjust my sights to bring the impact a little bit to the left, or a little bit to the right here. But, you know, still, fist size group. If I bench rested it on a warmer day, I'm sure I could do better. So let's take it back to about 100 yards and see what we can do with that. I just gotta find some place to set my camera. Okay, I found this nice fence post here that I think you will sit on quite nicely. You should be able to hear the steel when I hit it, if I hit it. All right, let's give the old AK a whirl here. Alright, most of those shots landed, kinda, sorta. Let's finish out the magazine, see what we can really do. So with the AK iron sights, you can do some pretty decent work with it at a longer distance. Let's see what the AR has up its sleeve. So I wasn't counting, I don't know if you were, but probably about half the shots I hit. Again, it's 25 degrees out here. I can't feel my fingers. This does kind of prove my point that with the proper training and all that good stuff, you can do decent work with just a standard type of rifle, especially if you have the sights dialed in. So thanks for watching. I'm definitely going to revisit this topic on a warmer day. It is very cold out here. My fingertips are numb. These are not exactly insulated gloves. Oh, so stay tuned for the next one on this subject.